Abby spoke to Garrett in December with Steve. TfL promised a study from the London Assembly to study the London Assembly report criticising the handling of black cabs and private hire drivers. You'd like to elaborate on that?
Yeah, what it is, it was a 68-page report by the GLA, who are a democratically elected cross-party...
we're aware of who they are, yes.
Okay, well, they described the department that Garrett heads up as woefully inadequate, dealing with regulating the taxi and private hire industry. And I've got a couple of questions for Mr. Emmerson. One, are you thoroughly embarrassed by its findings? And will you implement the 19 proposals? If not, will you resign?
Okay, so it wasn't particularly flattering, was it?
It wasn't, and you wouldn't be surprised to learn that I fundamentally disagree with the suggestion that it's woefully inadequate. The committee itself heard evidence from the president of the International Association of Transport Regulators saying that TfL's regulatory regime was actually the gold standard around the world. It's the one that every other major transport authority looks to.
But you didn't come out of it smelling of roses. And the question more generally...
But one second,
because I do want to press you on it. The question more generally is, on the bits where you were not up to the gold standard, on the bits where there was room for improvement, have you looked at it? Have you looked at yourself? Have you started to implement some of the things that would make it that you were doing your job better than you were at the minute then?
Absolutely. In fact, many of the things that the committee are recommending we're already doing.
Give us an example.
In terms of looking at some of the signage standards, in terms of private hire vehicles, in terms of looking at how we might consider whether or not we should make credit card acceptance mandatory in taxis.
What have you implemented, since that you've had this inquiry, that you didn't have?
The committee only reported in December, just before Christmas. They've asked us to come back by March with our response to their proposals. We are currently preparing our response right now. I hope we'll be able to do that before March.
But you don't want to come back going, we don't know, we are the gold standard or whatever. There might be something in there.
There are certainly a lot of things the committee has said that we're taking on board very seriously.
Can you come and talk to us about how much?
Be very happy to.
Yeah, it's not all good stories, isn't it? I mean, sometimes you're doing what you think is great, but under analysis, it's not. And nothing in there that would make you think of resigning, right?
I don't think it's for me to judge that. At the end of the day, we will respond to the committee's report. We will take on board their recommendations.
I'm talking about you, though. You look at it, and this is what you're supposed to be doing. It says you're not doing it. How do you feel at this present moment? That's the question that Matt's asking.
Well, I'm very comfortable that we're working hard for the customers who use taxi and private hire services across London to ensure that they have the best possible service from the industry.
Let's talk to a bus driver now.